Everyone. It's been a while, and basically we're just doing a tier list video, and it's been a long time. Today we're just going to do Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto, we can talk about the games all we want. We can talk about anything. Now recently I've been playing some Grand Theft Auto, and it's not online. No. It's the definitive editions of 3, San Andreas, and Vice City. And I can tell you my stories of those games. However, we can start off with GTA 5 because, for honest, I want to talk about this one. I don't really like GTA 5 as I used to. When it first came out, it was a beast. 8 years later, it's not a beast. It's crap. I think the story's great, but the problem is Take-Two and Rockstar keep releasing the same fucking game every year. Why can't it just be like GTA Online as it's on its own? Because it really should. I think honestly GTA Online should have its own disc and not have it so it can be with this game. Because I think we're getting sick to the point of the campaign. We're getting sick and tired of playing this game over and over again on the past 3 generations of consoles. And honestly, that's why this game it's for me, it's a C. Because I know it's a controversial topic, but really, I also have GTA Online on there because, well, it's its own separate thing, and it's because of it. But the campaigns in general, I'm so sick and tired of them just releasing the same fucking game. Give us GTA 6. But they won't do that because Take-Two Interactive are scumbags. They don't fucking listen. They just don't care anymore, and they're assholes. Complete assholes. Like, they don't care about their fans anymore. And they're causing a lot of problems this year. I think even like with the games that they just released, the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, man, definitive editions, it's like basically giving the modders the fuck you button. Basically, they just like, fuck you modders. This is our fucking version, not yours. And honestly, I don't think they like fair use, to be honest, but we, as the fans, want fair use. We like our classic games, and we like to have them modded. But Rockstar, or Take-Two, well, basically it's Take-Two, doesn't like it. And they're the parent company of Rockstar, of course. But that's because, however, we're not going to talk about that anymore. Next up is GTA Online. GTA Online is an A. Because it's good as it is. It may not have a story. Well, it does, kind of. But, well, I might even put it down to B. But it's a lot of fun because there's a lot of multiplayer side of it. And a lot of people just seem to like killing each other, which I know that happens a lot. I've died a lot of times playing GTA Online. Well, it's fun playing with friends because it really is true. It is fun. And you know, I was supposed to play with this one person, and that person was like, never did with me, so it's kind of unfortunate. I'm just making a reference right now. I'm just like, and it's just kind of unfortunate how life works, where, you know, people, you know, like you, and then they're like, nah, I don't want to hang out with you anymore. You're kind of weird and shit, and you're like, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not. So we got, I'm obviously going to put these ones I've never played ever. A lot of these games I've never played, really, so it's just, I think, like, realistically, I might explain why I never played these, but it's just, I think if we were to remove this, we could talk about them, but I don't know much about these games. I don't know much. Actually, we'll put that down there. But to be honest, I will say this. I actually never played these games. I never did. Especially the first Grand Theft Auto and the second one. Now, you've never really heard of these ones before because, yeah, you're probably a lot younger and you probably don't know and you don't understand that these games were not like what Grand Theft Auto 3 was. Or the later ones, especially, but they were more kind of different. There were different ones. They were different, except the Vice City stories or, Liberty City stories, but that's because Grand Theft Auto basically Advanced is basically on Game Boy Advanced. But Grand Theft Auto 3, I played a few missions, and then all of a sudden, I got stuck on this one-ass mission where... so I actually am going to give this game a B for now, because I'm stuck on a certain mission right now where you have to... destroy. You have to damage this armored vehicle or whatever, and it's just a pain in the nuts. I can't even. It's hard to deal with the cops, especially when they have to start on your ass while you're trying to destroy this damn vehicle. It's a pain. And I think I'm explaining why some of the missions are hard sometimes, and it's true. So, a lot of Grand Theft Auto missions are hard. Not all of them, but there's certain ones that are. San Andreas, for example. This game's an S, but but it's more like an A right now. Even though it's the best game, it's one of the best. I still think it's an A. It's an A for me. It's a good game to beat, but it's difficult. I could have beat this game, however, I could not. Even if you were gonna play on Definitive Edition, I got stuck. You know what's one of the hardest missions I ever beaten in San Andreas? Torino's Last Flight. I tried to beat that one so many fucking times. That one was hard because I played it so many times, and I got so angry that I was losing my shit a lot. That's why I finally did it, and that's actually quite true. But honestly, with San Andreas, a lot of RPG stuff in it. Well, I mean, how you have girlfriends and all of them, and this is how it all started, right? Girlfriends, everything else that goes with making your character either fat or friggin' muscular beast. But then we have Vice City. Vice City I like. Now I'm going to explain to you this. I will say that Vice City right now is a B, but I will explain that Vice City has the potential of I'm gonna say this. Now, I've never beat a Grand Theft Auto game, and I'm actually wanting to, and I still want to. I want to try, and I still haven't been able to. Years down the road, it's been years since Grand Theft Auto 5 I could, but I don't know. GTA 3 couldn't because I'm stuck on a mission. San Andreas, I'm stuck because of flight school. It sucks. I hate planes. I like helicopters, though, but I don't like planes. I don't like flying them. It's hard to control, and it's really frustrating and irritating. It is so fucking bad. It's like, why? But we're also going to talk about the DLCs. Now, I never played them, but I obviously, if I was to give them my ranking for GTA 4 DLCs. But before we do that, let's talk about this game. For me, it was the one game that introduced me to the franchise. It was the first game I ever played, and it deserves an S tier for a lot of reasons. And it's because it has a great story. There was a lot more parkour elements to it. It was more realistic. It was more better than what 5 was. And I'm not fucking serious. 5 was worse. 4 had more realistic shit than 5 did. And to tell you that, it is true. 4 had better stuff. It had restaurants. It was the last game to have fucking restaurants that you were able to go into. And then they decided to be like, we're just going to take it out and we're going to throw it away. And replace it with convenience stores. Because honestly, I guess maybe because we couldn't go into Burger Shots or Cluckin' Bells, which I know that they represent two, obviously, restaurants, Burger King and Taco Bell, separately. But it was fun playing GTA 4. Like, the many times I've talked about, I'll just put these DLCs in here too, and then never played. Because the truth is, I never played the DLCs. I played the main game when I first got the game on PS3 back in the day. Back in 2014. And I remember getting stuck on a mission. I'm talking about Grand Theft Auto so much towards the end because it is worth deserving. Grand Theft Auto 4, for me, is a 9 out of 10. It's the best. It's the best Grand Theft Auto, hands down. I think it is. I loved the story. I literally just, I already said it before, but about how I say I love the story and all, but the game itself feels great. And basically now Take-Two Interactive is not even thinking about remastering this wonderful masterpiece. And basically being like, you know, fuck you guys. They might do it, but let's hope they do it the right way, because if they don't, then they're gonna get screwed again. Because the amount of times that even not just Take-Two but Rockstar as well. And hopefully they can do better. Because honestly, things are not looking good right now for them. No. But honestly, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys for another one. So, capiche!